British Prime Minister David Amess was killed by by a 23-year-old British national. British national. So we have a 69 years old British MP that represent the people of the United Kingdom, and being killed by a 23-year-old British national. Now, they are saying that it is a terrorist attack by Islamist. I don't know what that means, but Islamist. What is an Islamist? What is a British subject identify as Islamist? Why they do not identify this British subject as one of them? And that is the problem that the British always have. And the problem that we right here in the United States of America right now have. And it is because the same people are trying to divide us. The same people are trying to defend the oligarchy, the color code. They try to defend themselves. They try to defend their power. To do that, they have to make the other guy lesser or diminish. But in this case, Mr. David Amess felt wanted because he got killed. When you start pushing enough, where people start completely disenfranchised, they completely detach the reality they are creating to them on television, on newspapers, and including in pet talks or Methodist Church. People, some of them are going to go insane and they are going to go violent because it is a natural human behavior. People rationalize to protect themselves. When they can no longer protect themselves, they no longer feel secure within themselves, they will utilize force. That is the reason that we have wars, that we have fights, and we have altercations all over the place. It's because people can no longer utilize the ability of intellect the human have. They have to go physically because they can no longer become victorious. Their being will collapse. The English people has that problem since the beginning of modern governing in the British Isles. The British are no longer and never have been people originals to those islands. All these people always have been moved into these islands and compete for that geography and continue to do that. And I don't know, but I don't think they have been successful in that. And the reason is, that is one of the reasons, the killing of Mr. David Amess, is they always are going to have that confrontational, that fighting among themselves. The Irish, especially the Scots, they will fight to the teeth to maintain their identity, and they have to actually move out of those islands, outside the islands, to survive. That is why we have so many Irish in the United States of America. But even in the United States of America, those same people, those same disenfranchised, I cannot pronounce that word from my God, disenfranchised people, no different than the Islamicists. They are Irish. They have been stripped away from the originals, creating the United Kingdom. Now they have to come here to the United States of America, and they have to protect that identity. That is why we see on funerals, like police funerals, like firemen funerals, and so on. You see the bagpipe being played because they have become something outside those islands and they want to retain it. The problem now is that those same people now they speak English and they attach themselves back to the English. So it is completely confusing. The people who has been disenfranchised by the English have moved out of England. They are trying to maintain that cohesiveness, that identity in a place that is not English, including playing their music and taking over the government of those local people. You get it? These people are living an alternative reality here in the United States of America because the English started by the English dividing the people of the British Isles, what used to be the Roman Empire. Now they have all these tribes and all these mechanisms. They call themselves a kingdom. They are a kingdom. A kingdom is basically in place to protect identity. That is the only reason that we need kings and queens, is to protect a long succession, a long line of identify the ethnicity. Do not confuse ethnicity with race or nationality. It has nothing to do with that. The ethnicity they're protecting is white English with the queen and the kings. Remember, their nationalities are Irish, Scots, so many of them. So those are ethnic groups. The race, the biology is the same. It's all mixed biology. They come from the south from the south of their shorelines, or I should say from the north and throughout Europe into the British Isles. And the same is here. Now they're coming all the way here to the United States of America. So when an MP of the United Kingdom, like Davis Amess, is slain at a Methodist church, analyze what just happened and why it just happened. It happens because the assailant, the killer, has been conditioned not to be a British national. Is conditioned to be an enemy, a part. Is conditioned to be somebody else. Is the same French side. He is somebody else. He is no one of us. So where this happened? Well, it happened at a Methodist church. Methodist church is a creation of the English to separate themselves even further from their European counterpart. They used to be Romans. Now they are Methodist. So as you see, now they completely dividing people. They dividing the assailant, the killer, as Islamist. The MP is white. His group, his clan is no longer the British people, is now the white conditioned to be Methodist, Protestant, a new religion that they created. It is the same in the United States of America. It's all about dividing us to fight one another so the oligarchy can continue to maintain power. And that is danger because the changes are made by the young people. The changes are made by the masses. When you lose control of that mass of people, everything collapses. One example is the French Revolution. The French and the Spanish are creating the United States of America at the time. They put all that money, all that wealth, all that energy into the United States of America and the creation of the United States of America. They did succeed. And guess what happened? Their society collapsed, creating the French Revolution, where Mr. Louis lost his head. So that is how it happened. Now, what is for us to do? Well, this is what we need to be doing. We need to be uniting. We need to be uniting people. We need to be uniting the United States of America. How we go about it? Well, doing exactly what I'm doing. Pointing out what is happening. Pointing out that when you go in to a police funeral killed by an Islamicist or killed by somebody who is the same French side from society, to the point of killing somebody else, killing their own, and they start utilizing symbols and musical instruments not original to the United States of America. What they're doing is continuing that division. We need to break that up. We need to tell the police officers when they play that bagpipe, listen, you can play that bagpipe all you want, but you are not English. You can play that bagpipe all you want in your ceremonies in the firehouse, but you are no English, no Irish. You are a United States of America national. And by the way, those instruments belong to the Spaniards, belong to the Celts, belong to the Gallegos. Those are the originals, creators of these instruments. These people are today Iberians. They are today with a different language. Your language is not English. Your original language is Celto. Your original language is Gallego, Basco, Aragonese, Castilian, what you call Spanish. So you might feel that you are superior and you might feel that you are very unique, but you're not. You are just a follower and being divided and destroyed by Guillermo el Conquistador, William the Conqueror. There was actually a Frenchman married to Caterina, the girl from Spain. There you have it. You live in an alternative reality, and that is a reality being created in the British Isle. That is why, and the reason Mr. David Amess died for no reason. It's no reason for anyone to kill a member of government, in any government in the world. Saludos. I'm sorry about my AC, it never fails, but I cannot shut it down because I like the cold climate. Saludos.